Well, hello there. It is I, Coach Tanya LaShawn Bryant. I am a transformational coach. I am a licensed master social worker. I am the owner of Abundant Life Living, where I support women in their journey to transform their lives through learning how to shift their mindsets. Now, last week, I kicked off my Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself campaign. I'm pointing to my shirt because I have shirts for this campaign. And towards the end of this live, I will show you how you can get your very own Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself shirt. At any rate, I kicked off this campaign because it's something, and it's in three phases, right? And so the first phase is know thyself. Second phase is love thyself. Third phase is heal thyself. And so for the next couple of weeks, we're on the know thyself. It's important for us to really know thyself, right? Know yourself. And when you know yourself, you learn your values. We talked about values last week, and we're going to talk about values a little bit more today. It's important that you understand your strengths, you understand your purpose, and the patterns that you need to take in executing that your purpose. And so it's important for you to know thyself. Many of us are frustrated because we don't really fully know ourselves, or we may know ourselves, but we're not living to our true capacity of ourselves, right? We're not living those values that we hold dear. And so we get out of alignment, right? We're out of alignment. And so today, what I want to talk about is deepening your core values. This is all a part, as I said, of phase one of knowing thyself. So your core values. Last week we talked about values, right? And so we talked about a value really is kind of beliefs that you hold, that guide your behavior, that shape your decisions, that influence how you live, right? So an example of a value could be you value freedom, right? You value family. You value um, um, just you value success, right? You value happiness. You value joy. Those are things that again you hold deeply. They're beliefs that you hold, that and those values, they shape who you are, shape your behavior, shape your decisions, and influence how you live, right? And so in that in that piece that we just talked about, it's important that we begin to examine our values to see if they're in alignment with our daily choices and our goals, right? And if they're not, then we need to begin to do the work to get them on point. Now, what do I mean by alignment? Let's talk a little bit about understanding this idea of alignment. And so, when we talk about alignment, it means that your decisions, your relationships, and your goals reflect your values. And when you live in alignment, your life is going to flow more freely. So if you've been frustrated, right, because you're looking at your life and life ain't life in the way that you desire to life, that you're not feeling that your values are really being played out daily in your life, then you're you're misaligned, and then you need to deal with that, right? Because when you're out of alignment, oftentimes you might feel stuck. You might become resentful, bitter, angry, unfulfilled, because you know, I'm not in alignment. I'm not in alignment with my beliefs. I'm not in alignment with with how I feel like my life needs to be. And so an example, say you value freedom. All right. Freedom is a huge value. It's how you live, that freedom is paramount to you feeling fulfilled. And so say you're working a job that you absolutely hate, and you feel that that job is rigid, and you feel that you're trapped by routines, and you're not able to be creative, right? So what happens is you are out of alignment. You're out of alignment. And so oftentimes when we're out of alignment, it may show up with us, like I said, feeling frustrated, resentment. Our energy may be low. We feel stuck. We feel suffocated. We're constantly dreaming about escaping, because our value is to be free, is to be free, to be able to be you, free to be able to be creative. So then you might start having like different behaviors that are not you, because you are out of alignment, right? You're fussing all the time. You don't ever want to do anything. It's almost like you start going into this slow sense of depression, right? Because you're out of alignment. And so I want to talk a little bit about, if you're feeling that way, let's talk a little bit of how can you then how can you realign? How can you get back on focus, get back in alignment with your values, right? And so last week I had you write out 3 of your top values. And so from those, I want you to think about one of those values that you thought about, right? And so again, we use the value of freedom. And so freedom is it's something important to me. And so I'm going to go with that example, right, of freedom. And so I want you to think about a value. And even if you weren't with me last week, again, think about a value that you hold. Again, a value is something that guides your beliefs, that really let me actually give you, it's a belief that you deeply hold. It guides your behavior, it shapes your decision, it influences how you live. So as I said, an example of a value is freedom. You value your family. So think about a value that you hold, right? And so in this exercise, we're going to do kind of an alignment mapping. Ask yourself, think about that value, then ask yourself, am I living this value in my relationships, my career, my health, my self-care? All right, I want you to sit with that for a minute. So again, you're taking one of your values, or 3 of your values if you remembered. And you're going to ask yourself, am I living this value in my relationship, in my career, my health, and my self-care? Then I want you to ask, where am I not aligned and why? Right? So again, this is an exercise for you to think about, am I living that value? Am I really free? Am I really free? Am I free to be creative? Am I free in my job? Right? Or do I have this idea, and am I supposed to be having my own business, but I'm doing nothing towards that? Right? Again, think about this freedom. And then is that again, my value was freedom. Is freedom, do I see it in my relationships? Am I in a relationship where I'm free to be me, or do I have to dumb down, or do I have to hold I can't be me, because it might irritate my partner, right? Think about, am I free in my career? Am I free in my health? Right? Is my health dictating, because I'm not, you know, at the physical level that I need to be? Is my sicknesses, are they dictating me being able to be free? I'm always sick, so I can't go out and do things that I enjoy, that allow me to express my freedom, right? And then think about, where am I aligned? Where am I not aligned? And why am I not aligned? Right? Those are things that I want you to think about. Now, your challenge is to choose one of the values and make one small decision that aligns with it, something intentional and doable. So again, let's go with that value of freedom. So I know that I'm out of alignment with my freedom, but I want to get back in alignment. So how can I do that? And that's really what um, this challenge is all about. So, for example, I want to um, be free. So I'm gonna look at my job situation, right? I'm in a job that is so confining. It's so restrictive. I just I'm stressed. It's not it. Well, you can begin to take action to get that change. So you might want to start looking for a different job, looking for explore flexible jobs options that can allow you the freedom that you're desiring. So remote work, freelancing, flexible hours, a job that maybe your boss is just so rigid, you know, finding a job that's not going to stress you out, that is not going to suck the life out of you, right? And I can talk much about that. Right? Right? So that's a form of you getting back in realignment. You getting back in realignment. So beginning to explore. So your challenge is, I want you to think about your value, and the value where you know that you're out of alignment, and then begin to make a small decision that gets you back in alignment. Something that you are going to do intentional, something that's doable, right? We're talking about know thyself. Know thyself, love thyself, heal thyself. This is phase 1. And so we've been talking about deepening your value, right? Do you really understand your values? Are you true to your value? Are you allowing your values to guide your life, to shape your decisions? Or are you out of alignment? Are you out of alignment to where those values, you're not holding true to your values, right? And so we have just been talking about how you can begin to get in alignment with your values. Now, one of the ways that I help women really begin to transform their lives is I utilize affirmations. And affirmations are powerful statements that you can begin to speak to help you begin to shift, change behavior, right? Because when you believe what you're speaking, you think it to be so, and that's kind of the first step in beginning to transform or change your mindset. And so, as we've been talking about values, i'm going to speak a couple of affirmations that you can begin to speak as it relates to deepening your core values. So my first affirmation, and I want you to repeat after me. I am in alignment with my highest truths. I'm going to say that one more time. I am in alignment with my highest truths. And you know what? Let's do this. I am going to copy, then that way we can do all of them. Let's see if it'll let me put it all in here. Oh, so we will do Okay, we're going to do these four. It allowed me to do four. Okay, perfect. And so here are the affirmations. And so, you know what? Yes. So, again, the first one, I am in alignment with my highest truth. The second one, my actions reflect my values with ease and grace. I have the power, third one, I have the power to realign my life whenever necessary. Fourth one, every step I take honors who I am becoming. Again, these are powerful, powerful affirmations that you can begin to speak over your life, to speak to yourself as you get into that mode of realigning to make sure that you are living your values. Right? That first one, I'm in alignment with my highest truths. What is it that's true to you? What is it that you believe? Right? This is all a part of knowing yourself. You taking inventory of what are my values? What do I believe? What do I hold true? What shapes my behavior? Right? So am I in alignment of my highest truth? These are things to make you think and make you speak. I am in alignment with my highest truths. Second, my actions reflect my values with ease and with grace. This is all about you knowing yourself. My actions reflect my values with ease and grace. One of my values is really just to live life abundantly, right? To live life with joy. And so every day I make sure, am I living my life with joy? Like when you walk into my office at work, I have all these affirmations on the walls. Then I have these, I love like those big spring flowers. So I have like the vinyl sticky things all over my office. When you come in, like I have a couple of carpet affirmations. So everything in my office kind of, it's very welcoming, it's very happy, it's very joyful. So my actions reflect my value with ease and grace. I don't have to fake being happy. I don't have to fake walking in joy because that's me. That's me. Right? I make sure that I take time to allow that joy to ruminate in my own very core. And so when I'm working with my clients, right, I'm authentic and I'm when they tell me something that has been successful or something that they've been I take great joy in that. I honestly, it's not like I'm faking it, but I'm really happy for them when I feel them make progress. There's a joy. So do your actions reflect your values with ease and grace? And so again, you can affirm my actions reflect my values with ease and grace. I have power to align my life whenever necessary. So if you're out of alignment, you can get back in alignment. You are not stuck. You're stuck because you allow yourself to be stuck. So I have the power to realign my life whenever necessary. Say that again. I have the power to realign my life whenever necessary. And the last one, every step I take honors who I'm becoming, right? So those I want you to, as we get ready to end, those are four affirmations that you can begin to speak, right? You can begin to speak and to help you get back in alignment, right? And so For those that may have just joined, I am Tanya LaShawn Bryant. I am your transformational coach. We've been talking about, I kicked off my campaign last week of Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself, right? It's a campaign of you becoming and being all that you you're called to be. And so this campaign is something that I'll probably be working on for the remainder of the year. And so we're in phase one. In phase one. And so today we talked about deepening your core values, knowing thyself, knowing thyself. And so, because you have so wonderfully listened to me, I want to gift you with my free ebook. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen over how to begin to overcome limiting beliefs. You can go get this ebook free by going to bit.ly/limits2024 today. That's right. You can go to bit.ly/limits2024 and download it today. And so it's a book really just designed to help you begin to do the work of shifting your mindset, right? Changing some of those behaviors and beliefs based on your limiting beliefs. And it really aligns with you getting in alignment with your values. Now, I talked about this wonderful shirt, and let me take. So it's called Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself. And so I am going to actually share. You can go, and I am going to switch over, and you can get this shirt. It's a part of my wholeness collection. And you can buy your shirt, buy your Know Yourself, Love Yourself, Heal Thyself at bit.ly/wholeness. And what I'm going to do is, let me do this. Let's do it as a ticker. Then so if you go to that, if you go to bit.ly/wholeness2024, you can get the t-shirt. And let me, I know I had it. Hold, please. Okay, here we go. So I am going to share my screen so that you can see. Okay, like how present. There we go. And share screen. And we want to go to this one. And what I'm going to do is, I think I can make this bigger. Okay. I think I made it too big. So yeah, let me make it a little, there we go. And then I am going to come here. All right, so you can see the love yourself, know yourself, love thyself, heal thyself. And it comes in 5 different colors. So we have black, that's what I'm wearing. You can also get it if you just click on here. You can get it in purple. Oh, I love that. And so I'm going to be getting all of these, but I wanted to make sure. And you can see there the price. So it's very economical. It's great material. I've had this for a minute and it's still kicking strong. And these are all of the different, let's get rid of that, all the different sizes. So let's look at it and see what it looks like in green. Oh, I love that. So you can get it in red. You can get it in, what is that? Navy. That's a navy. So it's a woman's comfort tee. So we have extra small, small, medium, large. And let's see, I think the price, oh no, it doesn't go up. So it goes all the way up to 4X, right? So all sizes, you can go to, as it's scrolling across the screen, bit.ly/wholeness2024 to get your Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself shirt. All right. And so, like I said, I have it in black, but I'm going to be purchasing all of the other colors too to show you what it looks like in real life. But these, and they're so comfy. So, I mean, they really, it says woman's comfort tee, and it really is very, very comfortable. So I encourage you, get your shirt today. All right. So let me stop sharing that. I am going to end. Stop screen. Okay, there we go. All right. So I want to thank you guys so, so much for hanging out with me, hanging out with me. And I encourage you, like I said, make sure that you are doing that work. And so I'm putting up the affirmations again, that you speak over your life as you are dealing with this idea of coming to know yourself. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you on Thursday for another live stream. And I normally call my live streams a dose of encouragement. All right. And so again, don't forget to get your shirt. You can go to BIT, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, .ly/wholeness 2024 to get your Know Thyself, Love Thyself, Heal Thyself shirt. God bless you, and I'll be talking to you on Thursday. Bye now. Have a great, great day.